Well, guess I can't work anymore. Thanks for watching, bye. You know what episode 20 gets? Gets a hat. No, I look terrible in hats. So my initial plan for this week's episode was to recover the content I covered in last week's episode. However, the information in that video is slowly falling slightly out of accuracy, because I'm considering adjusting timeframes and stuff like that, and I'm considering not working on Talklight iOS at all. Hold up, let's speed things up a little bit. So this episode was 12 minutes long when it came to the initial record, which is longer than any episode I've ever recorded before, save for some episodes where I've cut out a lot of just preparation stuff. This episode includes a fair amount of topics, so I'm going to give you brief overviews of them, include some seconds of the clip, and just talk about the rest of them. This section involves me talking about the fact that we may not go ahead with developing Talklight iOS if there's no market for it. We're going to promote Talklight Android after version 1.1. If that doesn't increase the user base, we may just not bother with Talklight iOS and move straight to WriteLive, because I believe that giving that project more time will make it better. It's just a case of we're looking into whether WriteLive is a more lucrative time sink, shall we say, because WriteLive is going to be a very long project, so getting a head start on it, particularly the design side, would be very useful. So a lot of this section is just me rambling on about WriteLive and how long it's going to take us to do because of how much of it we'll be doing ourselves. A lot of this is just me rambling about very specific details that frankly shouldn't matter to you as either a viewer of these projects or as the end user, so I'm just cutting out a fair amount of it. With that said, I'm gonna look over my script and quickly give you a summary of what I was saying. So basically this section was less necessary to speed up, but I decided to do it anyway. Basically, I'm talking about the differences between Talkflight Android and iOS. Talkflight Android was written in Android Studio, the native Android SDK, whereas Talkflight iOS, if it's developed, is much more likely to be able to React Native. The same thing that WriteLive is likely to be developed in the future. As a result, I'm not going to go over this in full detail because we're not certain on this yet, and at the same time, it's pretty self-explanatory. Talkflight Android was developed in the native APK, Talkflight iOS won't be, but it's still using React Native, which is designed to port directly into the native APK. SDK, not APK. What I'm going to be looking into in the next couple of weeks, alongside Talkflight and alongside, me having a life, I'm going to be looking into our options in terms of UI design and how we're going to go about that and how we're going to structure it to make it healthy. I've done a lot of thinking on that vein, and one of the things I want to prioritize before we work on anything user-client facing, I want to work on the mod view, the moderator view, because here comes a ridiculously long tangent about moderation. Moderation is something we're taking very seriously in WriteLive, and as a result I have a lot to think about it. It's just that I don't self-filter, so you end up with like 5 minutes of me talking about the types of moderation and how we're going to use it in the platform. If you really want to read this, I may release it at a later date, but given how integral it is to the platform at the moment, I'm not going to show this. And there goes my train of thought. I think I've rambled about WriteLive enough.
Nah, you think?
This probably isn't going to become an episode of all those projects. This probably isn't week 20. But hey, it's useful. I think I might try and crop this down a little bit. I'll give you a general sum up again. Talkflight Android 1.1 is coming sometime in the near future. I can't guarantee when. Talkflight iOS may be coming, may not be coming. We honestly don't know at this stage. I don't know. We'll see. Since we have all the framework, it probably won't take that long to develop. We'll look into it. We'll be looking into it. WriteLive, we're continuing to design it. It's gonna be one hell of a project, but I'm looking forward to it completely. Prodigy, the home automation stuff, that's going on well. I haven't done much work on it, although I did get a new phone, meaning I can set up NFC stuff. It's a nice new phone. And I accidentally just unlocked it because it unlocks very quickly. But the point of the matter is, I'm gonna keep working on that sometime soon, but I don't have time right now. And as for anything else I'm working on, I don't know.